World leaders gathered in Copenhagen today to try and thrash out a global deal on climate change. It's a highly controversial subject. So one Plymouth explorer decided to go on a perilous journey to the Arctic to do his own research. Anthony Ginman is on his way to Ayutuk National Park on Baffin Island in the Canadian Arctic. Its name in Inuit literally means the land that never melts. But things appear to be changing.
Last year I heard alarming reports of record high temperatures and flood damage taking place. So my expedition this year was to ski in the depth of winter to this inaccessible place and to witness firsthand the damage and destruction that had taken place last summer. Some people would say that it's a little bit crazy to ski in temperatures of minus 40 degrees with no hope of rescue, to go there and to see this. But it's a beautiful place, and it's a place that I'm very passionate about.
On the edge of the Arctic Circle, the park is considered by some scientists to be on the front line of climate change. Anthony plans to ski 150 kilometres through the park's glacial pass to find evidence that the frozen soil is melting. There's no rescue service available, so Anthony and his training team need to prepare in case they fall through the ice. With training complete, Anthony is now ready to face the Arctic alone. An Inuit friend, Billy, drives Anthony to the start of the park's glacial pass. They discover that melting ice isn't the only hazard.
Oh, polar bear tracks. Let's go and have a look at some polar bears.
The tracks lead to a nasty reminder that the polar bears may be hungry.
It makes me a little bit apprehensive, to be honest, travelling solo through the pass. A lot of people keep telling me, hey, I need to take a dog and stuff like that. You know, more protection than just bear spray, which is what Parks Canada recommend me to take. It's for food for thought. Excuse the pun.
The sun is fading fast. Anthony needs to camp down before dark. Billy leaves with some advice about polar bears.
If they come this far, there's a better chance that they could be hungry. So that is why you have to be more cautious.
Definitely.
All right, have a good trip.
Thank you ever so much, Billy.
Before I go to bed, this is my first night of my solo expedition, and it's kind of all of a sudden dawned on me that I'm on my own in the Arctic on my solo expedition. Pikatajuat is a 5-hour snowmobile ride to where I am at the moment. So I truly now am on my own. Good night.
The next morning, it's not bears posing a problem, it's Anthony's stomach.
I can't eat anything. I'm finding things really frustrated because I don't seem to have the energy to do this. And it's not that I don't want it. It's you know, just stopping every half an hour to go to the loo is not a fun experience. I've taken a load of drugs, but they don't seem to be having any effect whatsoever. There's an emergency hut 12 kilometres from here, and if I can get there, then it's somewhere I can try and get well. Can I make it 12k? Okay, as you can see, the wind's got up pretty strong. I'm in a sheltered section at the moment before I go round the corner, and then the wind's going to really hit home. I'm really dehydrated, I'm really tired, but all I've been thinking about today is how hard it was. I've just put my tent up, and now the priority now is once again to get fluids and food inside me. Today's temperature inside the tent reached a whopping 50 degrees, and it got so hot in here that the thermometer burst. Yeah.
Recovered, Anthony continues to the top of the pass. It will take him 10 days of skiing to reach the summit. The awesome scenery, a reminder of the power of climate change.
During the last ice age, it's estimated that the level of the thickness of the ice cap was nearly 4 kilometres above where we stood now, which is phenomenal. We've passed the halfway mark, hey, which is fantastic. Just listen to that.
Anthony finally reaches the top of the pass and is shocked by what he finds.
I've come across this section of the river that's now flowing. There's no way I can walk on this now without getting myself in trouble. So I'm going to have to find a route outside of this. It's got to be below -20, and I can't believe it's the river's flowing.
Where once there was thick ice, the remains of glacial rocks are now visible.
So this is Windy Lake, no snow, just looks like a winter day in Scotland. In just one summer, moraines that have stood since the end of the last ice age, they've been completely undercut by a massive flow-off of glacial water from glaciers in the Penny ice cap. And there used to be a bridge that crossed this gorge, and that's just been completely destroyed. A clear indicator of how the landscape is changing here.
Anthony now shares the fears of some of the Inuit.
What I was able to see was what I'd set out to achieve. And remember, this is the Ayutthaya National Park, the land that never melts, but it is melting.
Anthony has seen what he believes is evidence of a changing landscape. He plans to return to the Arctic next year.